Hi friends, it's Sheila Hall here of Peel the Onion Enterprises, and we are now in week 2 of our Black Tent initiative. And this week I want to title it Divine Love, or maybe like Divine Flow of Love. And I wanted to start with our emotions and the flow of our emotions, and when especially women 40 and over, how your emotions can probably rapidly change on you in a certain flow that you're not even ready for. You're not ready for it to take the dive. I mean, it has you upstream, in stream, in a twirl all around the place. And so just think, if we didn't have divine love, a certain kind of flow of love before perimenopause, before we start into this next season, can you imagine the turmoil? I mean, it probably will increase that negativity of self-hate. I know it did for me. Is this a bug? Anyway, I know it did for me, and let me tell you a story. Ever since I can remember, I suffered with severe breakouts. My skin always broke out. I went to the doctors. I took all kinds of medication. Tried to change my diet. Every single time I came on my period, I broke out. And the bad thing about it is, I didn't just break out, but it always left a mark. My face was always marked up, always. And I think as time went on, when nothing worked, I went to the doctors, nothing worked, it caused me to not really love what I saw in the mirror. That was one of the things. And so the thing that happens with that is, when somebody says something nice to you, you don't believe it, because you don't see it. All you see are the marks, the scars. And so we cover up with makeup, more makeup. And, even you go to bed with makeup to cover up the scars. But let me tell you something, when you go through this season, makeup will not be your friend all the time. When the hot flashes come and the sweating start to fall, so will the makeup. So, what's the girl to do? I read this outline from Marianne Williamson. She has a new book out called, what is it called? Tears to Triumph. And she says this: in order to master a new way to be, we must master a new way to think. In her book, Tears of Triumph, she talks about her perspective on the epidemic of depression sweeping our society, and about how America is being over-medicated. She challenges the spectrum of deep sadness, as everyone looking at deep sadness as a medical issue, claiming there is that this is like a medical issue, but she's saying that it's probably more of a spiritual issue, and we need more spiritual interventions, not medical interventions. All of my medical interventions didn't help. So it was very difficult for me when a few years ago God told me to take a picture, to look in the mirror and see what he saw. All I saw was scars. All I saw was, I just wanted to cover up. But being obedient, I kept trying over and over and over again. And it was a way to help me to love my skin regardless of the scars because it's me. It's what made me me. It's who I am, and I have to not be ashamed of it because I have to live in this skin. I can't cover it up. The makeup won't let me all the time in this season. I'm in a new season, and I'm praying to God to give me new skin. And I've seen the changes already. And of course, one of the major changes is the breakouts have stopped, of course, because I'm no longer menstruating. So that's a plus. Another thing now is for me to learn how to take care of it. You know, after so many scars and so many things that didn't work, it's like, what's the point? I might as well just do the usual, wash your face with whatever, you know, put whatever on it. You know, it's gotten to that habit of not really taking care of my skin because I really wasn't loving my skin. And then I started, of course, trying to take care of it. I started going and getting facials and all that stuff. And something happened. I think the busyness of life. And I stopped. And I hadn't realized that I stopped until I saw this video that this lady named Shanel Cooper-Sykes had done on taking care of your skin. She was showing her daily regimen of what she did to take care of her skin. And she said something that really, really stabbed me in the heart. It said, your skin is a direct reflection of your level of self-love. How much do you love yourself? You know, everyone isn't blessed with, I don't have to do anything with my skin. You know, that's a whole different story there. But it don't even matter if your skin breaks out or not. What really matters is you're taking care of it. Not just your face, but your whole body. I also realized that I wasn't spending time on my whole body. I wasn't loving my skin. I wasn't touching myself. I wasn't saying I love me, you know, and I feel good to me. That was missing. And I spent a long time last night trying to rectify that. I, you know, did a whole lot of self-care things, did some scrubs, did some oils, you know, just meditation and asking God to forgive me for not loving my skin that He gave me. And so now, once you love your skin, then a lot of things will open up. You become aware of yourself now. When you start touching, thinking, looking, you become aware of what's going on inside. And that's what we're going to find out tomorrow. Stay tuned for day 2 of the divine flow of love.